Hello to all of my Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. Hello to the cross watchers of Sagittarius as well as the cuspers. Let's get into a general reading for you, Sagittarius. I'm going to do a internal and external reading for you, okay? All right, so I'm going to start out with the Oracle deck, Believe in Your Own Magic by Amanda Lovelace. So let's see, I'm just going to shuffle these one more time. Red, forgive. And at the bottom of the deck is gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. So you may be dealing with some situations where you need to forgive, but let's go ahead and read on that and see what comes out for you. You've been holding a grudge against somebody in your life. Maybe it's a loved one, or maybe it's yourself. This isn't a card telling you that you must learn to practice forgiveness. No, forgive them on your own terms, if and when you're ready to do so. This is simply a nudge for you to consider whether the time is the present. Don't let forgiveness feel like an obligation, but like a shiny red hope that gets you through your sleepless late nights. So, Sagittarius, you may be holding a grudge with someone. Maybe you feel like it's justified. This could be someone who you feel like they did you wrong, or they played a role in just making you feel unappreciated, uncomfortable, or something, right? That doesn't mean you have to forgive them when everyone says you have to forgive them. This is just coming out because maybe this is the present time for you to forgive them, you know? Or just to let it go where it's not holding so much power over your emotions. Then at the bottom of the deck you don't need someone else to fix you. So maybe you could be dealing with people who are saying you hold on to grudges way too long, you're too vindictive, you refuse to let things go from the past. You could be dealing with a lot, you know, of people outside opinions of how you deal with trials and tribulations in your life, how you deal with even balance in your relationships, right? So there could be a lot of opinionated people who are just saying you hold on to grudges for too long or something like that. But let's see what's going on with you, Sagittarius. Spirit, please help me with a clear and concise message for the Sagittarius. The Star card. The Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The King of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. All right. And then the Nine of Cups. So Sagittarius, let's just get into this first before we clarify the cards. It really looks like you have created some sort of peaceful life for yourself. Some level of work that you have put into your life has paid off, and it allows you to live a good life, right? For you to be able to stop, smell the roses, look good, focus on your health, focus on your wealth. You've had some hopes and dreams and some wishes to come true. You may be very popular in your friend group or something like that, right? You can have people always, you know, just wanting your time or to spend time with you. Maybe you're pouring your energy into a number of places, you know? But I feel like you always feel like you're a work in progress. Like you could be really working on a project right now, focused on something that's going to bring you more independence, financial freedom, something. You're in the process of healing. You're also a healing source to others, and you know this. You're very much aware of this, right? And you have a lot to offer. And this is why so much comes into you. You could be thinking about starting some sort of new project in your life around this time, something that you feel like is going to sustain you over a long period of time. You could be trying to heal something right now, right? So let's go ahead and see what else is going on. Why is the Star card here? The Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles with this Nine of Swords. The Ace of Wands, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, clarifying the King of Cups. So, what's the Ace of Pentacles? Not the Ten of Swords. So I'm going to tell you what I see here, Sagittarius. You're the type, you speak out for yourself. You could feel like as much as you've been there for people, you don't really need an offer. You don't need someone's friendship. You don't need their relationship. They're offering you something, but you really don't need it. It's almost as if you're disinterested. They could be offering you their time, communication, something, some level of support, whatever. Whatever this is, it looks as though you're busy focusing on what you already have. Okay? So this could be someone who you feel like they don't bring much to the table. Or it's not that they don't bring much to the table, it's that you could feel like you already have what you need. You have your friends, you have your family, you have whatever you need, your stability. Your wishes have already come true. So you have an abundance. So you really don't need something from someone. Now, there's something that's bothering you. There's a root reason of why you feel this way, and it's not what you're presenting to the public, or which maybe what you presented to that person. Something that was said or done stays in your head. You could be dealing with loneliness. You could be dealing with feeling abandoned. You could be dealing with feeling let down and disappointed in some area of your life where you're replaying the situation over and over again. Maybe you're looking for some sort of outlet, and this is the reason why you're throwing yourself into work so hard. There could be fears of not having enough, or not finishing a goal, or not accomplishing something, or getting the payout that you feel like you deserve from your hard work. Now, something is coming in to make you very happy, though. Whatever this is, I feel like it's a magical moment where you're having, this could be some sort of windfall, or you finally seeing your hard work pay off, everything that you wish for sort of coming true, and almost like it's like spell work, okay? It's like, you know, you went through a spell of feeling depressed, angry, hurt, you know, and then it's like, it's always the darkest before the sunlight. So maybe you're having, this could even be you getting some sort of good news about real estate, where you want to move, travel, or something like that. Something is finally moving forward, and you feel like it's creating some level of financial freedom that you've always wanted, right? So then you have the Queen of Pentacles here and the King of Cups. So this is being emotionally grounded, using common sense. I feel like you want to be generous, but you also don't want to be taken advantage of, okay? The Queen of Pentacles can be a generous person, but they have common sense. They make good business decisions. They also are very caring and loving, and they share a lot with their family because they feel very lucky. This is someone who's grounded. The King of Cups is a person who they faced a lot of emotional upheavals, challenges, and things in their life. So I feel like you're trying to make a decision on what you want to do, but you don't want it to be emotionally based because maybe you've been taken advantage of. But when you put your emotions in a situation, you get, it's like you'll do anything for your family. You'll do anything for your loved ones. You'll do anything for your friends. And people know this about you. So you could be therapeutic to them, but also there is something in your life where you could be looking at something the wrong way, though, because almost see this situation here where you're looking at how you were betrayed in some way, and this has blocked you wanting to give. Being in the, money is currency. Time we can't get back, right? But there's something where you're looking at you were betrayed, and you've been talking about it over and over and over again to any ear that will listen. And this is about what you've given, what you've done, who you've helped, everything. This could even be someone who has tried to offer you something in return for what you've done, but you're still not letting the energy go, like the anger go. So it's like a seed of bitterness has been planted in your heart, and people could be telling you, well, they're offering you something. Why won't you accept it? They're offering you their time, their kindness, emotions. Why won't you accept it? But you feel like you have enough. You don't really need it. You don't need them. In your mind, it looks like you were betrayed. Somebody burnt bridges with you, and it has caused you not to want to offer anything. Your heart chakra seems to be closed. But this is also some sort of blockage you've created because it's hard to receive. Because like I said, money is currency. It's hard to receive when you give out of spite or you give for the wrong reasons. If you gave something but you didn't give it for the right reasons, you talked about it to everyone what you did for someone, and when they tried to repay you, there could have been some level of, they're not giving me back what I gave to them. Maybe they can't afford to. Maybe they're not in a position to do that. Maybe you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy and you've moved to the Queen of Pentacles energy where you had created some level of stability. They're just not there, but that doesn't mean that they weren't making a gesture of kindness out of sincerity. So with the Knight of Cups, it does look like Sagittarius. I feel like you'll be using your cup to go in. Let me see what's up under this Nine of Cups here. The King of Swords. You're going to be doing something in a more structured way. I'm going to tell you something, Sagittarius, that you may not want to hear. Someone who you've been rejecting is going to have a major windfall. Some sort of wish that they've been trying to manifest is about to come true, but this is after they've walked away from you or after you all have had some sort of departure due to an argument, a disagreement, you not seeing something from their way. It's almost as if you're seeing them win, but you're seeing them win from a distance after you reject them. Someone is getting tired of you rejecting them, and you're going to see them have some level of success without you if you don't stop this holding on to this grudge or something. They're going to figure things out. Maybe, you know, maybe what you offered, it was coming from a sincere place. When you did offer it, you just expected something in return that you didn't get, and you were disappointed. So you looked at it as a betrayal and kind of cut off your heart chakra. I feel like, I'm going to tell you, Sagittarius, I feel like you do things from the heart. You really do love people. You get personal enjoyment out of helping others. But the shadow side of this is, as soon as they don't do something that you don't feel like they should do, you immediately feel betrayed. And it may not even be coming in that way that they're trying to betray you, but you go into this space where you're going into your head. Then you're like, okay, I'm just going to get out of my head and just focus on my work or school, or I'm going to have all of this success, and you obtain all of this success, and then, but you still are holding on to what you perceive as some level of betrayal. And it's blocking your heart chakra in some way. So again, you can forgive. This could be someone who you really feel like they betrayed you. Maybe they did. Maybe they said they were going to do something and they never did it. They could have even forgot about it. Maybe something was happening. They were going through so much turmoil in their life that they forgot about it. But this is something that, I'm going to be honest with you, Sagittarius, it looks like a conversation would fix. Transparency, even if that conversation is, this is the reason I don't deal with you. This is the reason why I will not help you any further. Okay, so you don't have to forgive somebody immediately. You forgive them when you want to forgive them. But this card is coming out because this is a time where it looks like you've been holding on to something far too long. You may have even read it the wrong way or something. Okay, there could be people telling you that you're broken and you need to be fixed or something due to how a situation was handled. Maybe someone is telling you hold on to grudges far too long, or that you perceive things to be deceitful that are not, or you perceive something to be a betrayal when it's not, or something. Let me see. The Eight of Cups. The Queen of Wands. The Judgment card. The Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, the Six of Wands. I told you, Sagittarius, so the thing is this. You may not care, or maybe you're saying, I don't care, you know, great, I hope they are successful. This is someone who's going to walk right into their power. Maybe you told them that they were broke, or maybe you saw them as someone who was broken that needed to be fixed. But this is someone who really didn't need you to fix them because it wasn't anything wrong with them. They may have just hit a bump in the road in their life that they needed to overcome. But they didn't want you to see them as a charity case, or to see them as someone who could not fix their own problems. You could feel like they rejected you in some way, or you needed to reject them because you thought that they were needy or something. I feel like this is someone who is going off into some sort of spiritual journey in their life to see what else is out here. They're looking at their other options. They're not even looking at you as an option because they know their worth. They know what their capabilities are and what they can do as a Queen of Wands. They know that they can make magic happen, but they do feel heavily judged by you. They feel like you judge them a lot. They're making plans in their life to bring about things, and they're also in the energy of receiving right now. So this is someone where the universe is bringing something in their life. They're getting some level of good news in some way. Let me clarify these cards and look at the bottom of the deck. Deck is the Six of Wands. That's a card of prosperity, victory, them leaving some sort of hard time behind. So I feel like this is someone who you interacted with when they were in a low period in their life or some sort of hard time or something, but they're in the energy of victory. Why is the Eight of Cups there? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things are turning around for them in a big way. This is someone who, I don't know, Sagittarius, I kind of feel like this forgiveness that you need to give is more about your perception. You perceived someone as something that they're not, and then felt betrayed when things did not turn out a certain way. Why is this Queen of Wands here? The Page of Cups. This is a person who's very intuitive, so they're going to use their intuition to get what they want, to bring about things. They're truly a kind-hearted person, almost childlike sometimes, but also this could be someone who either looks younger than what they are, or they're a kid at heart, even though they're a leader. They're their Queen of Wands energy, but they're a kid at heart. They're very intuitive. Why is the Judgment card here? The Emperor. This is someone who feels like you heavily judged them, and they felt like you looked at them as weak, or you looked at them as not being able to take care of themselves, when in fact it's the total opposite. This is someone who could have fallen hard. You could have met them at a time in their life where they had a moment of darkness. But this is a Emperor that you came across, somebody who's very powerful in their own right. They know their power. They could have been stripped of their power due to something that you're unaware of. This is someone who took a fall. Maybe but they're becoming the head of the household, or their power is being restored times 10 or something like that. So I'm not saying that you have to be forgiving of someone because they're on a upward, they're stepping into their power. Of course, you forgive people when you want to, but I feel like you read someone wrong. You did not know their level of growth, or it's something about, maybe again, you could have met them at a dark time in their life, and that's how you perceive them. It's something that you're judging them about, and they know that you're judging them wrongly. They're very much aware of this. They know that they're the Emperor. This is someone who's used to being in charge. And maybe you met them when they weren't in charge of something. They've always been in charge in some way, shape, form, or fashion, but maybe you met them when things were not so good in their life. Why is this Knight of Pentacles here? The Three of Wands here. Something is turning around in a big way for them. They could be traveling or something, or they may have a lot of luck overseas or in business or something like that. They could be working with people or starting new projects that's going to be profitable for them. Why is this Page of Wands here? The Ace of Wands here. Something is starting. It's a small idea that's turning into something very big. it's growing. This could be their business or their career, but they're having a lot of success because of it. The King of Swords, this is somebody who's very structured in their life. But the blank card is behind here because they put in a lot of work themselves to get this done. Things did not just happen overnight for them. They had to manifest this and put in the work for it to be done. They attracted these blessings in their life. So this isn't someone who needed you to fix them. Maybe you started looking at them as a project, and when they noticed that, they kind of pulled back and you felt betrayed by them or rejected by them in some way. But this is someone who feels like you judged them heavy, Sagittarius. So they don't feel like you need to fix them. They just feel like they can do a lot of things on their own. But you did not give them a chance, or you met them when they could have been, dealing with some shadow work or doing the shadow work, and they just weren't in the best position of their life when you met them. But that doesn't mean that they were weak. So if they tried to repay you for something and you rejected it, it made them feel like what you offered them wasn't coming from a good place, or that you only wanted to connect with them because you saw them down. So I feel like there's some sort of misunderstanding or hurt feelings here, Sagittarius, between you and someone. They don't need you to fix them. Also, there could be people telling you need to let go of these grudges, that you have something wrong with you. I feel like there's a lot of communication that where you could really kind of resolve this by letting someone vibrate in their own energy. Even if you are like, oh, you know what? Okay, I feel like they betrayed me because of whatever reason. If you want to move on with your life, go ahead, but don't string them along, making them think that there's going to be a relationship, a friendship, or you're going to keep showing up at a job, or don't keep making someone think something but yet doing it with a lot of animosity or passive aggressive behavior behind it. Okay, if you feel betrayed by them, let them know. Speak on it, say it. There could be a misunderstanding. And if you want to cut a connection, do so. Don't waste their time. This is somebody who, I don't know who it is. It looks like they're about to have a major blow up or a glow up. A major glow up. Golden opportunities happening left and right in their life. And I'm not saying that you have to forgive them for that. You forgive people when you feel like you want to. But I feel like the reason this forgiveness card has come out is because this is the time for you to let something go and either move on with your life and release this connection, or either truly forgive them and rebuild. Okay? All right. So that's the end of your reading, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. Cross watchers and cuspers, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I appreciate all of your support on this channel. And I will talk with you, amazing Sagittarius and cross watchers, another time.